This is Irontrader, and this is the last call of the day. So we'll take a look here at Bitcoin, crude oil, natural gas. But first of all, we'll take a look here at Tesla, TSLA. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels are posted for crude and natural gas. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, selling stock, not ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have Tesla, your daily and your weekly chart. Now, Tesla has been getting some pretty bad news. People are burning their cars, burning the Cybertruck, all this nonsense in protest of old Elon there, Again, we trade the charts, and that's how we make money off of stocks, okay? So right now we had this bottom here of 217.02, okay? So what we were looking for is right here, okay? So if you look at the top of that candle, that's 218.72. That's a gap fill, okay? So this gap fill, that's done. This gap, this fill, that's done. That's what we were looking for, okay? And obviously we got it. So we had a little run up, ran into the 8-day and came down. And now looking at here, we're above the 8-day. And now look at the 8 days curling up, okay? Sometimes bad news is good news, okay? So this is what you're going to look at the upside. We're looking at the key levels, okay? This is the next key level is going to be that 265.37, okay? Your next key level is going to be that 284.16 level. And then we can just rally this all the way up here. You look at up here at 303.94. We looked at the bottom of this candle here, 325.10. And then we look for that 50-day at 335.30. And then we have the 100-day at 347.58. Those are all your big size targets. Now, you can see here where we've got to this oversold condition. See how it went right below the 8? It stayed right on down. That was that oversold condition, okay? So now we're sitting here, very, very nice, 38, plenty of room to run. Now, if you look at the MACD, you got the green over your red, very, very nice. That has good possibility to run up here too. Now, I'm not saying that this can't come down here and retest that and go right down to 212 here. That could happen also. So what you want to do is just watch this 8-day. That's going to be critical. That's at 240.20. And then what we'll do is we'll come over here to yesterday's low, 230.05 level. We come down to the bottom of this candle, looking at 220.228. And then we have that retest at 217.02. If we lose that, here's your target at 212.11. Now, when we look at a weekly chart here, okay, so you can see here, we're not done. It doesn't look like it's a done selling situation. This looks like this is basically a sideways action. So today we hit that high at 247.56, but you really want to watch this level right here, 251.58 here, okay? So because we hit it, came down, hit it, and then came down. Now we're going to be trying for the third time this level here, roughly that 251 area before we aim for that 21-day, okay? So what we want to watch here on the weekly is this 200-day, okay? So that's right. That's that 248 mark, which is pretty much, right there, okay? You're 250, a little bit higher than that 251. But this is on a closing basis, that 248. Yet you need to get above, okay? If you can, you got that nice target there, that 50-day, 268, and you can run all the way up into the threes, okay? So let's just see how this all shakes out. So always put a weekly chart. That gives you kind of like a bigger picture. And then when you look at this 200-day, that's always very, very strong resistance, and you're not going to get through it on the first time. So right now, what you want to do is just watch this level here. That's that 251 area. Watch that, okay? If we can get above that, then you got a nice target here at that 265 level. But if we can, then we want to have a retrace. We looked at that 8 SMA, that 240.17, and then we can work yourself down until we get lower here. But, never have an assumption. Just because some news is negative or this, that doesn't mean you can't make money off the actual stock kind of a situation. Okay? Now, let's take a look here now at Bitcoin. Okay, here we have Bitcoin, your daily and your weekly. Now, there's not really much movement in this whole market today. It's pretty much flat. But just remember, this is quad witching, okay? So this is quad witching on Friday. So next week will be, I think, very, very different. Okay, so let's look at here Bitcoin. So there wasn't really a whole lot of movement here, but we are holding this 8-day, okay, 83,588. That's the key. Now, yeah, did we go a little bit lower? Yeah, but no big deal. If we can close above that 8-day, that's going to be key. If not, we'll go retest this low, 83,140. We'll come down to the bottom there, 82,075, and then we have 81,120. We just keep following, 87.60, and then we'll come down here, 80.40, and then we have obviously your 200-day at that's going to be a strong support level at 77.615 level, and then we have your recent low. Just look at the price channel at 76,735. Okay, now upside, we have this 21-day. But the 21-day is very strong. See how he went right into it. Couldn't even barely get up to it. And then into it, over it, and then into it, and came right on down. So always look to the left of the chart here, because where it's been is usually where it's going. If you have strong resistance like this, and you can't get through, okay, that tells you that we got sideways action. But you really have to get above this 21-day. That is key. 85,875. Then obviously we can look to yesterday's high, 87,650 level. And then we can work yourself all the way up to this here, 89,380. Then we'd be looking for the 100-day at 92,575. That 92 level is very, very key here on the old chart, okay? So now here for the week. Last week we held it very nicely. We held that 50-day. This week here we made a higher high and we made a higher low. So we got to see how this is all going to shake out. But if you look at this, where the 8-day crossed over that 21-day, that's going to become very, very strong resistance when we get up into that level. So always remember that. RSI looking good here. Could go either way. Green is over your red. Not looking too bad at all here on the old daily chart. So realistically, this is what you're watching. The 8-day on the bottom and the 21-day on the top. You crack above it, here's your targets right here, okay? You crack below it, we follow the candles down, but realistically, we're looking for that 200-day sitting at 77,615. Okay, let's take a look here now at crude oil and natty gas. Okay, here we have the old crude ski. Now, you can see here where we had this nice double bottom situation, and we're rallying up here. Now, yeah, you can look at this as a bear flag situation, kind of a deal. You can see here where we have like a bear flag situation. But again, this is crude oil. Now, you also just remember, crude oil is coming into seasonality here. So don't have any opinion that it's going to go down to 60, 50, 40 down. That's probably where it might retest eventually down to that 57 level, but obviously not today. Okay, so on the downside here, right here, key support 67.97. Key support right there 62, 67.42. Okay, just simple. We follow the candles down. Your big target 65.22. Just that simple. Okay, upside you obviously want to watch today's high. That's at 68.65. But here's your target. It's going to be that 100-day sitting at 70.65, and then we have 71.41 your 50-day, and then 73 is your 200-day. Okay, so let's just see how this all shakes out. But this has been some really good trading back and forth. Now, don't be afraid. If you're just a one-way trader, say a long trader or a short trader, that's fine. But to me, I like the deal go back and forth, the long and the short ski. It really works out good, especially when you have this kind of a chop-ass market. This works out really good. Okay, natty gas here. Well, you can see here, we'll look at that 8-day, okay? Where did the price go? Right into the 8-day. That's why you trade the charts. Okay, very simple. If we can get above that 404, then we look right to the next level, 413. You get above that, we're looking at 425. Okay, just that simple. Then we look at 433, 437, 442, 447, and then we work ourselves all the way up to this channel right here, which is 455. Now, it has to get above that 8-day, 21-day. The 8-day crossed over 21-day, not good. This has a good possibility of the 8-day crossing the other way and pushing that price up. This has a good way to push that price down. Now, 50-day is everything. I've told you this a zillion times. Respect that 50-day for this reason only. Okay, it held. Boom, it held. So far, it held. That's the key. Long as it holds. If it doesn't, then here's your next target is 8.74, the bottom of that candle right there, and 3.55. 3.74, 3.55, and then all 100-day here at 3.52. But right now, we have a series of low, higher low, higher low. This still isn't a very, very, very good bullish trend. Now, we do have this bear flag situation here, but again, we have that 50-day right underneath that. But if you start losing that 50-day, well, then that bear flag is going to play out, and we're going to go all the way down, maybe even lower. Okay, so just remember that. Trade this. Okay, trade this. UNG for the long, KOLD for the short. Easy ETF to trade that. UCO for the long, SCO for the short. Easy way to trade that. Okay, that's what I got for you. I'll be back here Sunday night here before 7 o'clock, and we'll take a look here at Bitcoin, crude oil, and natural gas. But just remember, this is quad witching. It's really a big nothing burger. I'm looking at the indexes right now, and everything is pretty much just flat. Okay, have a great weekend, and I'll see you Sunday night. Trade what's in front of you, not what you want.